and welcome to the very first episode of QU Hacks, where we give you the latest and greatest ways to make your life better. I'm Jessica Fleeman.
And I'm Jennifer Williams. And today on QU Hacks, we have the best tips for those pesky midterms coming up in March. We'll have the easiest ways to stop procrastination before it even begins.
And how to make test anxiety a thing of the past. But first, leading our show today, are best hacks and tips for studying midterm exams. Different strategies work for different students. And we have a spotlight on the most effective ways to get that midterm material down before the big exam. Take a look.
Midterms are always a stressful time for QU students, and trying to decide when to start studying, how to study, and what to study can make it a nightmare for college students. According to CengageBrain.com, there are a few key strategies assuring your midterm success through a few study tips. Skimming over material is more beneficial than rereading every word a book says. Focus on the bolded words, footnotes, and chapter headings as a guide on what to focus on throughout studying a textbook. Making a study plan based on the number of hours you think you'll need to commit to that midterm is also a good idea. Time management may also be a key part of studying.
Another thing would be to just sit down, take the time to write a schedule, and then just sticking to that schedule, you're going to feel a lot better that you're on top of your studying habits, and you're just going to feel a whole lot better when you go to take the test.
More unfamiliar tips may be rhyming your test information. Converting important information into a rhyme may make it more meaningful and easier to remember come test day. Making sure to space out studying similar subjects can also be beneficial to your brain. If you have an organic chemistry test and an inorganic chemistry test right after each other, make sure to space those subjects out. Repetition is a tried and true study skill. Writing terms out, listening to them, or simply rereading them. Ultimately, however, allotting yourself enough time to study may be the best tried and true study hack.
Don't let your spring break plans overtake your time to study. Just stay focused. You're going to feel a whole lot better during spring break knowing that you did your best on your tests, and then you can finish up the rest of the semester strong after you get back from break.
If you're still having issues on what to study or how to approach a certain exam, make sure to meet with your professor outside of class. If that still doesn't work, scheduling a meeting with academic affairs may also be beneficial to see what other options are available to meet your needs.
Strategies and building blocks are the foundation for a successful midterm week, but being a successful student is a full-time job. Studying weeks in advance for midterms is at the root of preparation and is the main way QU senior Alana Viken stays on top of her exams. Gauging how much you enjoy the class may also have an effect on how much study time you need to put in.
But if you really do not enjoy that class, it's going to take a lot more study time on your own,
Right.
rather than in-class preparation. So.
If your midterm is an essay, making sure to allot yourself the same amount of time, if not more, than you would for an exam is essential to success. Editing, re-editing, and peer review are also important. Remember, procrastination is a huge way to fall behind on midterm work. Staying on top of what needs to be done can only lead to success during midterm week and for the semester.
Ready to ace those exams yet? I have a few of the best mobile device apps to make studying more productive and preparation a breeze. No matter what major you have, these apps are sure to come in handy right before midterms. A great way to memorize terms or just about anything is flashcards, and the free Chegg Flashcard app for iPhones allows you to easily create flashcards for any subject. You can even add pictures and diagrams to your cards. The app also provides access to pre-made sets of flashcards powered by Quizlet. The Chegg app allows you to track your results as you quiz yourself, and you can even go back to review the material you answered incorrectly. The next app can definitely come in handy by turning your Droid into a portable document scanner. The app called Transcode Design allows you to scan anything you want and turn it into a PDF. The app uses perceptive correction and ultra-high resolution to create professional-looking documents. Images can be stored in Google Drive for easy access before that midterm exam. The next free app resembles the Chegg app, but for Droid users. The Encore Study platform takes online flashcard study sets and generates portable quizzes. The app comes with five 5 flashcard sets, but you can also search Quizlet and download content from there. Encore also keeps track of your answer statistics and provides the ability for you to edit and create quizzes on the go. This next app is for all of you iPad users out there. Evernote's Peek is an app that generates a series of questions using a clue. Using your iPad cover or virtual option to test yourself, simply lift the cover to see your answer or close it to repeat. Exam Countdown is another free app for iPhone, iPod, and iPad. This app allows you to track your exams by storing key dates in one place. You can even add a to-do list of items that may be completed prior to the exam, or even read and share test-taking tips from another students. Another iPhone app called Margins allows you to organize notes in a unique way. Margins organizes your notes by book and page number. You can save quotes, add comments, search for keywords, and it includes bibliographic information. You can look your book up, its ISBN number, and with this app, you can easily take your notes with you on the go. Ever have trouble getting all those notes down from the whiteboard in class quickly? With the free Share Your Board app for Android, you can take a picture of the whiteboard in front of you and save the notes for later. The app adjusts the white balance so that the picture is easy to see and you can permanently keep those notes crystal clear in your mind and in your phone. The next app, Silence, allows students to automatically toggle their smartphone's sounds and alarm settings for a scheduled time period. This means that you can adjust your settings so that your phone is silent for one specific period of time, or even plan a reoccurring set time for that silence. Once that silence period is over, your phone will go back to ring. This app might just be what those students need who always forget to turn their phone off before a big exam. Study Blue is another digital free flashcard app for the iPhone that allows you to get feedback on what you know. Each flashcard contains text and pictures, and you have the option to create your own flashcards or use a classmate set. Study Blue allows you to set reminders for tests as well, and you can even message friends who also have the app. And our final app, called Study Checker, is a free app for Android users. Study Checker records your device study times and breaks. It also filters them by day, week, month, or any other set of period of time. It allows you to easily analyze your study habits and plan ahead for those big exams. Those are our top 10 apps for Droid and iPhone users to help you get the best midterm grades possible. Not only will these apps be more convenient for students on the go during midterms, but for finals week as well.
Along with apps, college students use the internet as a way to study hard for midterms. We have a list of the top 10 free websites that every college student should know about. Number 1 is Mint.com. Mint is a secure website that consolidates all of your financial information into one place. Ready to budget? Mint can help with that. With Mint, you can set alerts when bills are due, organize your money, and make graphs showing all of your recent transactions. Another financial site that students will need is the Financial Aid Loan Calculator. This site, finanair.org, will help you calculate what you'll be paying after college and can help you budget now while you're still in school. And speaking of spending wisely, all students love cheap or free food. And Groupon is a service that offers daily deals on a variety of services, including restaurant coupons and freebies. This can make getting some grub on the go before midterms both cheap and easy. Speaking of grub, if your midterms are still leaving you hungry, Grubhub.com allows you to find and order food that can be delivered straight to your door. This way, you won't waste time leaving the library to eat when studying hard. One website that will definitely come in handy for those last-minute midterm papers is EasyBib.com. EasyBib.com is an online way to make a bibliography. Just simply manually type in your source's information, copy and paste an ISBN number, or search the site for your source, and the website will generate a properly formatted MLA citation. You can put in multiple sources and copy and paste the citations you get. Having trouble saving all those documents onto a flash drive due to lack of space? Dropbox is a tool that allows you to register for free and receive 2 gigabytes of space to keep your documents in. The tool automatically syncs and updates documents to different devices. You can also ditch emailing yourself different versions of papers. Even if you accidentally delete your paper, Dropbox has a restore option to make sure you don't actually lose anything at all. Ever heard a teacher say that Google was not an acceptable way to search for sources for that big midterm paper? Well, that may be a thing of the past with this next website. Google Scholar allows you to search specifically for scholarly articles, excerpts, and documentation. This is an easy way to get legitimate sources for that midterm research paper. Our next site is for tutoring help. Cramster is a way to get homework help from other students on a variety of subjects. This is a student-to-student based site, but you can answer questions to redeem prizes too. Talk about a payoff. You can study to get a good grade on your final and a possible free prize. Our last two sites revolve around the much-needed study break. Reddit.com is a site that compiles popular images, links, articles, and a much more neat list. It makes scrolling through and finding important internet moments a breeze. Our last and final unwind site after acing those midterms in college, humor.com. This site has original skits, parodies, and much more. The entertainment site is just what many students may need after all those midterm exams are finally in the past. Another key aspect of acing midterms is utilizing the resources that Quincy University has to offer its students. Many papers, tests, and projects are all going to be due soon, and the key to success is how much time students want to put into preparing for them. Another key is showing your resources. There are various resources for students to take advantage of, such as the Student Success Center, student instructors, and working with tutors on a regular basis. Before using these, speaking to your instructor about any unclear topics is the first step to success.
Of course, make sure that you're fulfilling your obligation as a student, that you're attending class, that you're taking regular notes. Maybe, come and talk with the academic support staff and see, maybe it's a study set skill type of thing that you just need a little assistance in balancing your schedule out, and we're happy to do that for you. And then I would say definitely come and use the resources.
And remember, practice makes perfect, so overestimate the time needed to prepare for midterms rather than underestimate it.
Midterms can be a stressful time for all students, but something that can make it worse is test anxiety. If you suffer from test anxiety, do not fret. Many students around QU have the same problem. We also have some great tips on how to overcome those worries right before the big test. Take a look.
Headaches, upset stomach, sweating, and even tears can all be symptoms of test anxiety. According to the American Test Anxieties Association, about 16 to 20% of students have test anxiety. And this issue seems to be prevalent on QU's campus as well.
I postpone my test anxiety until right before the test, and then when I get to class and I actually have the test in my hand, then I'm fine.
There are ways to manage test anxiety during midterms. Pinpointing what the issue is that is causing anxiety is key. Avoiding last-minute cramming and making sure to be prepared for the exam by studying a week or so in advance can also reduce anxiety. If being unfamiliar with the test format causes your anxiety, meet up with the professor beforehand to ask how many questions are on the test, the format, and anything else. Trying to think positively about the exam results also can help ease anxiety. Just remember that one midterm exam typically cannot make or break your grade for the semester.
You gotta make a little bit more time, a little bit more effort, but there usually is always a next test. So if I do need to step it up, I put in the extra work I need for it.
Anxiety and stress are a leading cause for why students get ill right around midterm time. And we all have some tips on how to avoid getting sick right before your big test. Maintaining stress, maintaining a good balance between studying and breaks is important for college students around midterms. Getting enough sleep, avoiding drugs and alcohol, making time to be with friends, and getting a flu shot are just some of the tips that Annetta Philippi, QU's resident nurse, has for our viewing audience. Eating healthy and exercising regularly can also help you stay well during stressful times.
Right. I think laughter is the best medicine. I think a good hug. I think, all those things your mom did for you. Mm-hmm. You need that from your friends at school. You know, you need to have a break. You need to eat healthy. You need to not overeat. All those things that you know to do that you kind of forget because you're on this trajectory to get the project done. You kind of have to balance it out before it's due.
Utilizing all of the resources on camera, meeting the Health and Fitness Center, the nurse if needed, tutors, and much more will give you a better chance of staying healthy. Choosing the correct foods while at the cafeteria or Hawks Hangout, as well as avoiding fast food, can keep you feeling well during midterm time. And socializing can also mean a healthier body and mind. Surrounding yourself with good friends and making time to be around those that you care about can actually help boost your immune system. Coming up on QU Hacks, we will have some sweet tunes for students to listen to while cramming for exams, easy ways to relax before your exams, and all the news on why planning out when you nap is actually better for you and your grades. Stay with us for all that and more on this week's episode of QU Hacks.
It isn't a building. It isn't an arena or field. It isn't a classroom. It's a friendship. It's the bonds you form. It's an opportunity. It's the experience. It's a cute thing. Schedule your visit today.
Welcome back. Stress eating and consuming unhealthy food during midterm time is not uncommon for college students. However, foods are actually scientifically proven to make your memory better and help your immune system. These so-called superfoods are one way to remain healthy and focused during exam time due to their antioxidants and vitamins. Blueberries, yogurts, walnuts, and green tea are just a few foods to make sure to eat to keep your mind focused. Eating on campus? There are still many healthy options in the cafeteria and Hawks Hangout for students to help maximize their brain power during midterms.
But salads are really good. Veggie omelets are really good to eat. Morning scrambler, fried eggs.
Now, Jessica, what else did workers at the Hawks Hangout suggest?
They suggested to definitely grab a lot of fruits and veggies on the go, like an orange, some yogurt, or even a parfait with fruit on top for those with a sweet tooth. All of these items can be found throughout the day at the Hawks Hangout and QU.
The phrase poor college student is one that every student has uttered at one point or another when describing themselves. Whether it is while you're paying your tuition or ordering your textbooks, college life can be expensive. But did you know that there are many businesses in the Quincy area that give out discounts to QU students? Students can take advantage of a discounted meal at many restaurants, including Culver's, Papa John's, and Tiramisu. Or, when you're having car problems, go to one of several shops to get back on the road faster. And cheaper, including Delta Tire, Spring Street Automotive. Discounts often include both parts and services. If your parents are coming to town, tell them to book their room at Microtel Inn & Suites for 15% off their room, or book a hotel for them at any of these other locations to get great service and a great discount. There are also other locations that offer discounts for QU students, including Designer Edge Day Spa Salon, MC Sports, and Shooking's Menswear. If you know any other businesses in town that offer discounts to QU students, let us know. Post it in our Facebook site and we'll pass the information along to Student Affairs. You can also find these discounts on the Student Life section of the QU website. Remember that these discounts only work at the Quincy locations. We're all familiar with the fact that listening to soft music while studying can increase your test scores later on. According to testprep.com, certain genres of music can actually be better for studying than others. For our viewers who are fans of listening to Pandora, we have the best lyric-free stations that are perfect for studying. The first station is an instrumental hip-hop radio station on Pandora. These upbeat tracks, driving rhythms, and positive beats will keep you awake during a long study session. If hip-hop isn't your style, maybe an instrumental folk radio station from Pandora is. Banjos, solo guitars, and much more will add a nice touch to a study session. For those movie buffs out there, a film radio on Pandora may be just the motivation you need to get your blood pumping during study time. Our final station is a solo piano station. If you're a fan of Mozart, jazz, pianists, and even George Gershwin, the keys hit on this station will assure that you will hit your mark on that next test.
Some of us like to study with music, like we just talked about, and some of us like complete silence. And if you're someone who likes to prepare for midterms in a quiet space, you'll want to hear our guide to the library and student resources around QU's campus. Check it out.
Quincy University has many resources available for the hardworking student during midterms. Brenner Library not only has computers and printing stations, but has an online search engine to narrow down your quest for scholarly articles, books, and even movies. Simply type in the keywords that you're looking for, and the search engine will give you what the library has to offer. This could mean an online article available or even a book location within Brenner Library. If that isn't working for you or you have other questions, make sure to use one of the many knowledgeable workers at the library.
Click, contact us, contact us, whether it be via email or phone or in person, and we can help shave off a lot of time to get the job done.
The library also has a copy machine open for student use, study tables, and quiet sections for optimum homework productivity. If you want even more peace and quiet, the Student Success Center located beneath the library has individual study rooms available, as well as another computer lab. Tutors are also available in the main area of the SSC and are available to help with a variety of school subjects and edit midterm papers. For group study sessions, the SSC also has writing and math labs with multiple chairs and whiteboards to accommodate multiple people.
Just whenever they have problems or don't understand something, just to come down because there's always someone down here to help them. So yeah.
For any other questions, look online at quincy.edu and click on the Brenner Library link.
When we come back, we will have some of QU students' weirdest study rituals for before big midterm exams.
How napping could actually help you raise your test scores and the best way to counteract procrastination before it even begins. All of that and more when we come back on this week's episode of QU Hacks. Stay with us.
QUTV is more than a news outlet.
1 in 5 undergrads work at least 35 hours a week, year-round.
Students involved with QUTV learn life lessons, create lasting memories, and gain the experience needed to succeed in future careers. Students need to be involved with QUTV as a viewer or as a participant because we need to know what's going on around our campus. Knowledge is powerful, and QUTV News serves to inform not only the students, but the Quincy University community as a reliable and powerful news network.
Welcome back. Do you have a weird ritual or study habit that you do right before a big test? We interviewed a few QU students and asked them what their weirdest study hack is. Take a listen.
One of my weird study habits I like doing is chewing gum while doing homework. And it's not just like one piece, just sometimes it's 2 or 3, like I mix some flavors up. Experiment with some of the fruity gum, especially Trident. It helps me remember things.
When I study, I have to chew on things, like anything, mostly ice, but I chew on my hoodie strings a lot, and pencils, pens, but yeah, I have to chew on stuff when I study.
I have to listen to music, otherwise I can't concentrate at all.
I really don't have any odd study habits or anything. I just can do anything anywhere. I once studied in a bowling alley and I can study with friends and have a good time.
I like to study with music on, and I study a lot at the gym on the elliptical or the treadmill walking or the bike or stair stepper. So
Weird study habits may help you while preparing for midterms, but yoga is a tool to de-stress before a big test. It has been tried and true for some time now. Relaxation to remove tension right before your midterm exam can increase test scores. Yoga is easy to get started into. Not only does Quincy have spots around town to take classes for yoga at, but you can even do it in the comfort of your own dorm room. Meditation and deep breathing that go along with yoga are extremely beneficial as well to students.
Again, meditation is also something that we use in the performing arts, and I've studied a little bit about that over the years, and I think that you can use, there are so many ways that you can use meditation. It's just your own guided imageries.
While deep breathing, attempt visualizing a calm and tranquil place to really acquire maximum relaxation before a big test. With these tips, you'll be relaxed and ready for midterms in no time.
Relaxation is a great tool for good test scores, but staying active can help you stay focused for tests as well. QU's Health and Fitness Center is an easy way for students to have recreational fun, but to exercise their bodies as much as their minds. With its 3,600 square foot fitness room, 17 cardio machines, aerobics room, track, pool, and hot tub, students can take their pick of what they want to use to stay fit. Zumba and Pilates classes are also available for students to join in on for free. Water aerobics and floor aerobics classes are open to students with a list of their full class schedule on the QU website. The Health and Fitness Center main building is open Monday through Thursday from 6 a.m. until 11 p.m., Fridays from 6 a.m. until 9 p.m., Saturday from 10 a.m. until 9 p.m., and Sundays from noon until 9 p.m. The pool is open Monday through Friday from 6:30 a.m. until 8:30 a.m., noon until 2 and 5 p.m. until 9 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday from noon until 6 p.m. Just remember to bring in your valid QU student ID to gain full access to all of these entities. After a long day studying, a dip in the pool may be just the way to help you relax right before your big test.
From working out to shutting down, on average, most college students get between 6 and 6.5 hours of sleep per night due to schedule overloads. And according to UGA University, recent research indicates that insufficient sleep impacts our health, mood, and our GPA, and napping has been scientifically proven to benefit our bodies and test scores. We have all the best tips for getting the most beneficial nap during midterm week.
Napping has extreme benefits for college students when executed correctly. A major problem for students is not knowing how long to nap in order to wake up feeling refreshed.
I normally don't nap because when I wake up, I usually just feel groggy. So instead of taking a nap during the day, I'd rather just go to bed. I find that taking a nap actually makes me feel worse and more tired than what I felt like before I even took a nap.
Keeping naps short for only about 10 to 15 minutes allows your body to become refreshed without feeling groggy. Make sure to nap at the prime time during mid-afternoon. This is also important. Typically, you want to nap between 2 and 3 p.m. This is when you may experience a lower level of alertness. Napping during the afternoon is also less likely to interfere with nighttime sleep.
Because I have 9 a.m. classes, so sometimes I need to go ahead and keep on studying. So then I just like take the nap to refresh and be good for the whole day.
Tips for your napping is sleeping upright to avoid deep sleep, and make sure you keep the lighting dim to dark to stimulate melatonin that will allow you to nap the best. Make sure to keep the room cool as well to maximize your nap potential. Make sure to set your alarm to avoid oversleeping.
Procrastination is a problem for many college students, and it is a hard habit to break. But with these solid tips from lifehack.org on how to manage procrastination, midterms for our viewers will be a breeze. The key to managing procrastination is to break down work into smaller steps. When work gets too overwhelming, focus on one small part at a time. Break it down into smaller steps. If that is still too overwhelming, break it down even further. Focus on one part at a time, and eventually you'll complete all tasks. One other key way to beat procrastination is to change your environment. If you tend to fall asleep while studying in your bedroom, it's time to go study in the living room or library. Sometimes a change of scenery is just what you need to kickstart your productivity. Creating a timeline of specific dates to have certain parts of a project or certain topics learned can help you keep your goals. This way, having specific dates written down allows tasks to be broken down more easily, and it creates a sense of urgency to get things done by a certain time. Otherwise, your whole grade could be jeopardized. Now, taking breaks may be a good way to refuel, but taking breaks too often is a main way for students to procrastinate. Getting rid of your distractions by exiting out of that Facebook tab on your laptop or even deactivating it can be a strict way to make sure that you're able to focus on studying. Group study sessions are a way to increase your chances of getting a high test score, and hanging around with people who inspire you to do better in class may even be more beneficial to your midterm grades. Having a study session with someone who has high set goals may just make you work even harder towards yours. Ultimately, these tips to stop procrastinating can only help speed up your future success. Remember, the key to beat procrastination is to not only start early, but make goals and take action. If you want to get studying done, just go for it. Waiting for a right time to study may sound like a great idea, but remembering that there is never a perfect time for anything can help you out majorly when preparing for your midterms. Well, that's all we have on today's QU Hack Show. I'm Jessica Fleeman.
And I'm Jennifer Williams. Join us in the upcoming weeks for our next episode with all of the best ways to stay fit and active in college. Thanks for watching.